a remarkable transformation has come to this community. Mid-morning, Teresia Mutuku, with an empty jerrycan on her back, begins to walk across the semi-arid landscape dominated by harsh terrain, with only one thing in her mind: water. As the day begins in this eastern region of Kenya, one notices the dry stretch of land having been for a long time without water. With no adequate supply of water, life had become unbearable for this farming community. For many years, they had to trek 5 to 10 kilometers in search of this basic necessity. For those who were lucky, the luxury of water carts, bicycles, and donkeys came in handy. A large percentage of Makueni district draws its water from rivers that often dry up due to low and unreliable rainfall, leaving the people no alternative but to dig deep into sandbeds with the hope of finding this precious commodity. For a long time, water scarcity in the area caused recurrent droughts, bringing about low food production. Dried up crops met the eye in many farmlands, and this contributed to high incidences of poverty in the area.
If we take Makueni region, we find that it experiences the long period of drought that extends from August to November. Many of the rivers that feed the earth dams and the sand dams are seasonal, and many people are not able to access adequate water and sanitation facilities.
Clean and safe water was unheard of. In desperate need, the population of Makueni turned to using obtainable water supplies in the area, which were unprotected and open to pollution, risking the people's health. Hopelessness and unhygienic conditions were visible in many homes as they tried to cautiously use the little water at their disposal. The Kenya Red Cross Society took the initiative to carry out the water, sanitation and hygiene promotion project in 4 divisions of Makueni district.
In 2005, we had a major drought in this country, and from this drought, we had some interventions in the northern part of the country, in the northeastern part of the country, and the eastern part of the country. These interventions really, for us, was for the first time revealed the extent of the problem in water and sanitation. It was at this time that we took the political decision to have a standalone water and sanitation department.
The Kenya Red Cross Society has benefited from the financial support of the European Union (EU) and has worked in close relationship with German Red Cross through the Water and Sanitation Watson Department to execute this sustainable and environmental sound water and sanitation project to the people of Wote, Kalawa, Kathonzweni and good divisions of Makueni.
The German Red Cross, in cooperation with the Kenya Red Cross, submitted a proposal where they were proposing to implement water and sanitation activities in Makueni districts in 4 areas, which was of a very good quality. And we are, as the EU, are financing this project.
One of our current priorities is to help Kenyan Red Cross to build its capacities for disaster response and for disaster preparedness in certain branches. And Makueni is one of them.
We are assisting our partner Red Crosses and Red Crescents in accessing funding from donors, from the EU, for example, and to implement the project effectively.
The European Water Initiative, through its water facility program serving African, Caribbean, and Pacific countries, makes a contribution to achieving one of the Millennium Development Goals, which is to reduce by half the number of persons lacking access to safe drinking water. Makueni is one of the beneficiary districts in Kenya.
In 2002, there was the World Summit for Sustainable Development in South Africa. And there it was decided, or it was found that if we would go on the way we're doing, we would not reach the Millennium Development Goals for water and sanitation. So there were extra efforts needed to achieve these goals worldwide.
The project emphasizes communities' participatory method to allow the people govern their water facilities.
The exit strategy starts right from stage one. When we are doing site identification, it's always their project. Contribution, how much do they contribute to the project? We have unskilled labor, the community provide unskilled labor. Local materials, sand and ballast, this is provided by the community.
Before the construction and rehabilitation of the water and sanitation systems, the community is empowered through trainings, sensitization, and hygiene campaigns.
We have been trained on very important things like the management and the sustaining of the project, and we have even been given and told the duties of each member in that committee.
The implementers planned the Makueni Water, Sanitation and Hygiene Promotion Project, working hand in hand with committees in selected villages. Thereafter, a thorough survey was carried out with the help of the villagers to select sites with the potential of groundwater. Environmental impact assessments were carried out to determine if the interventions would have any negative impact on the surroundings, and a monitoring plan was further developed. With the villagers in the forefront, the construction of various water systems expected to deliver water to the people began. The Kenya Red Cross Society has overseen the construction of 4 boreholes in Kambimawe, Itumbule, Makutano, and the Kenya Red Cross branch in Wote. The boreholes supply water to distribution tanks from where the water flows by gravity through piped extensions to water kiosks, serving as communal water fetching points. The beneficiaries are given an opportunity to take charge and manage the boreholes for purposes of sustainability.
Inasia Red Cross ni tubundite yulua kumanage hii project, yani undu project tu twaivya na tukamana undu twailo mesuvia nundu inoteze munene kwitu na undu twaile ibinda yukite twaile kumekwati.
The village committee is in charge of the use and sale of this water. The water is sold to community members at an affordable fee, and the revenue generated from the sales is managed transparently and used for the operation and maintenance of the project.
Kumendaini a project and idina wa twata kindukula twata tukwakia tukasuvia munyindo moradi.
During the installation of water pumps, the water management committees were taught how to operate, repair, and manage the pumping systems. The local community has further been involved in the construction of 6 earth and 2 sand dams across the rivers to harvest the water for human consumption and agricultural use.
The water that enters the earth dam is usually very highly turbid. When it enters, it filters through the filtration units, which are made of a draw of pipe, which is perforated and covered with a geotextile material. So when the dirty water enters, it filters through the filter media to the geotextile material and comes out as clean water.
The dams have brought a complete revolution over the land along the rivers. To provide foolproof assurance, the residents have been taught convenient methods of filtering water in the comfort of their homes. This water filter is underlain with clay used to collect particles from the dirty water. The clay permits the movement of the water through its pores. Anne Mwikali and her family have been taking filtered water for a long time.
Ende tuinywa jugugethewi na mawu maingi maithela magwitwa na twithamba na twibwangwa ziro tethia vyu.
With water in the proximity, kitchen gardens now flourish in the people's backyards.
Ivuti chuvika yulu tukathamba tukabwangwa abatonika tukabanda kamunda kabumusi katuvoka.
Food production has further been enhanced through improved livestock. With cattle trust placed at strategic water points, less time is now spent in searching for drinking water. Livestock have become a source of pride, and the Makueni community cannot visualize their lives before Kenya Red Cross Society implemented the project. The Kenya Red Cross Society's Watson department has implemented a school hygiene education promotion program in primary schools in the area. This is a school-based sanitation and hygiene education initiative which aims at developing and supporting safe hygiene practices among school children and the community.
Hatukuoga mikono, nilikuwa naenda msalani kwa miguu mitupu bila viatu kwa sababu hatukuwa na hiyo knowledge.
Can we hear some other ways of practicing hygiene? Then
use of latrines.
Children participate in hygiene promotion, child-to-child CTC programs and disseminate the information to their peers and the community.
Tukafundishwa mpaka tuende tukawafundishe wazazi wetu huko nyumbani wachimbe vyoo, waache kwenda kujisaidia kichekani, waoshe vyombo, wanawe mikono wanapotoka msalani.
School rainwater harvesting systems, storage tanks, hand washing and sanitation facilities have been constructed in and around school compounds. The children's dignity has been restored, giving way to a more positive future.
Alitoa device ndio tupo tukazua kukaa pale pasafi, tunakata nywele zetu na wadogo, tunakata kucha zetu, ndipo tujiepushe na magonjwa kama ya tumbo.
Beneficiaries have been imparted with adequate knowledge through the sanitation and hygiene training of communities conducted in the participatory hygiene and sanitation transformation FAST methodology. Improved sanitation has brought back the long-forgotten privacy. About 10 people had to share one unhygienic and dilapidated latrine, while others opted to use natural methods to relieve themselves in the vicinity, promoting diseases like dysentery and typhoid. The Watson department has overseen the construction of over 800 family latrine slabs and about 29 public ventilated improved latrines in the area. The project has also piloted the construction of 2 Ecosan latrines at Unoa Primary School and Kenya Red Cross Society Makueni branch office. The enhanced water and sanitation facilities have marked the beginning of a more optimistic future for this community.
The future of the projects is bright. The capacity building that we have given them, we expect them to use that knowledge to move their projects forward.
People have better health status. Children are not getting sick so often. The sanitation situation has improved drastically.
What you are doing here is an important contribution to the eradication of tropical diseases, improving the health status, to promote the access of water for all.
A new ray of hope is beginning to shine for the people of Makueni.
Wakati mwingine nilikuwa na sikuwa na udhuri